Bularanaka, and a very good morning to you all. As I've said in the vernacular, it's wonderful to be back at the Ratu Kadavulevu school. As most of you know, I spent some of my school years on this campus. The grounds weren't quite as grand back then, and I'm proud to see how this school has grown and developed in the service of its students. I'm particularly glad to know my old dormitory, Denge House, will soon come under construction after it burned down. Fire or not, I was proud to see Denge's borders shake off that adversity and to defend our inter-house competition titled this past February. There's a lot I'm very emotional about today because of the purpose of our meeting and reminiscing about past years. But there's a lot I could say today about the millions of dollars of renovations and upgrades my government has funded on this campus. The new dining hall, the kitchen and boilers, the physics and biology labs, and the dormitories. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. New buildings don't count for nearly as much as the people within them. This school's real greatness is not built from brick and steel. It is forged by the community. This is the community that I'm talking about. The greatness of this school is forged by this community, parents and old boys and students. The passion, the commitment, and the achievement of its leadership, its teachers, its staff, and you, the students. The workshop that's going to happen today must harness that potential to position our RKS family for success in a modern Fiji. With a vast majority of schools around the world closed due to COVID-19, none of us should not take the chance for granted. We have a rare opportunity here. Let's not waste it. Which in dollar chico. Balatonon Radakadaka, or Nebulesi na Tambataka ni Bula, but the Gayranon Dato Leni Defense Force. This workshop will not take us backwards. Let me be clear on that. There is an old stigma of privilege and entitlement around this institution that serves no one, and it must be shed. This is the old stigma of privilege and entitlement around this institution that serves no one, and it must be shed. This is the start of something new, the beginning of a better, more inclusive, and even more impressive RKS community, a school where our students are focused solely on their studies, their sports, and on how they can honor this institution's long and proud legacy of service to Fiji. And we don't care if you're a teacher, we don't care if you're a parent or an overly involved alumni. The government, through our Ministry of Education, will not tolerate anyone seeking to stand in between Fijian students and their futures. Our students learn as much from their teachers as they do at home, maybe more. With so much riding on the quality and professionalism of your school's leadership and teaching staff, we can never settle for anything less than the best. The better your principals are, the better your teachers are, and the better your coaches are, and the better of every RKS student will be. That principle is bigger than education. It applies to every aspect of society. If you are fighting for your life on a hospital operating bed, you want the best doctor available. If your house is on fire, you want the best firefighting team rushing to your rescue. And with the world beset by the COVID-19 pandemic, you most definitely want the best of our disciplined forces standing guard at our borders. Seeking out the best and brightest isn't complicated. You simply reward people based on how they perform and on what they achieve, not who they are, not based on their ethnicity, not based on their religion, and not based on where they come from. This is what we mean when we say we are rewarding on the basis of merit. When I served the Navy and when I served in the military, you were promoted based on your performance. We may not be at war here, but the same principle, same applies here at RKS. Take, for example, your physics and biology lab. No person has a biological advantage in teaching biology. It's about having the right qualification so that students can benefit from the right expertise. Today, you are students, but one day, you will each be men of RKS. No matter what you do in life, you can bet that you will be better off having learned from the best teachers, and you can be quite sure your potential will be bigger in a merit-based society. When you begin your careers in whichever profession you choose, how do you want to be acknowledged? Do you want to lose out on a promotion to someone with better connection or a better family name? Of course not. Each of you, like every Fijian, should hold your future in your own hands. You should know that your achievement will reap towards your life, so you can provide for those you love and care about. Maybe that will be as a soldier, maybe as a doctor, maybe as an engineer, maybe as a head of school, or maybe as a prime minister. Whatever you do, you each deserve to know you will be judged on merit and that your hard work will see you to success. And you must always afford that same civility to others. So please, don't spend your school days as a bully or as a disobedient student. We come in on Don't spend your time looking down on others. Don't waste your life pretending you are superior to anyone due to circumstances of birth or any other superficial reason. Your nation needs better from you. You are students of a great school, of a proud history. The values you live by reflect on this institution. If you adhere to high values, if you work hard and take advantage of the opportunities before you, each of you, along with your fellow students across the country, stand a big chance at becoming Fiji's greatest ever generation. Madasauti, o sarang kita cukup mainan di sana zone pinakabi kita Tailevu na vital noya. I watched my Tailevu team sadly fall to 90 at Prince Charles Park. Sa totok nga nung natong kita mainan. It was tough to watch, but we all know, like all sports, that's rugby. You win some, you lose some. But even after witnessing that defeat, I felt that game proud. I left that game proud and assured that Fijian rugby has some serious talent to pull from. Because after the dust settles from a fierce but friendly local competition, we are still all pulling for the same national team, Team Fiji. How is kami nang kita sa na pitalo ni rugby may nandibi kito mando Tailevu. We are not a nation of Nandi versus Tailevu. Maybe a rugby, but not as a nation. We are not a nation of Mba versus Lambasa, or of Suwa versus Nandronga. Nor are we a nation of RKS versus QBS, of Maris or any other school. We are one nation. We are one people. When any of us succeed, we all do. And when we set out on a level playing field in Fijian society, everyone is better off. Today, it is your task at this workshop to determine how RKS can play its role in that national effort, that unending journey to build a better nation, a stronger nation, a Fiji for all Fijians. O tokoro to tali weekenda, matangani kuwa na nungu tali taka, na tubani, me boka dori na sigini kuwa. Ne kena sangai me labiti te ketale o Ratu Kadavulevu. Ene tubu mbeka o nanuma ko ketu andonyo o ketu nongonea. Ene liftal mbeki no Ratu Kadavulevu. Enanganga na voleu.